Okay, so we are recording this, so anybody who would like it emailed to them, would be able to do that. Okay.
Finish?
Yeah.
Oh. The video is too short, huh? And also very primitive, cannot compete with the real some video on the Google, huh? Very beautiful. I think we have a longer version. I will send it to you. Huh?
Okay.
It's too short. The primitive video, but later when I sent to you a little bit longer, and I think it reflects the chamber trip. So we do not want to shoot a beautiful like a movie love story or something. This is just chamber everyday though, like this. Okay, so the chamber already gave the introduction about myself. I joined the travel business in 1982. Some people here not yet come to this world that year, some in the kindergarten, I know. So I immigrated to the USA in 1993. Same year, joined some my phone?
No.
Okay. So joined the chamber, working with the chamber, because at that time I was a visiting scholar in Cal Poly University and taught the travel industry and also learned some hospitality here from USA. I learned how to drink wine, develop the class. The class, big classroom, about 100 times rather than this space. So every class, teacher is the owner of a wine cellar. Okay, so every class we taste 20 or 30 different wine, and that's how I learn it. Now I practice and to involve with alcohol for all our trips, keep the passenger always excited. You go Italy, go France, you have wine taste. You go Scotland, the Scotch. You go Ireland is Guinness. Okay, so don't go to Asian country. Asian countries are too strong, too strong, like 2 times than the whiskey or cognac, very strong. So now we work with 1,200 chambers because that's true. After I work with the chamber authority director, I come to know chamber. The first chamber trip is from San Bernardino County, 230 people go. I really like it. And so since then, the Department of Commerce in USA, federal, they say I'm the person to give the real practical trip, international visit to the ordinary American people. So even now, our first trip, that's 23 years ago, only cost $1,099 in including everything. I mean, it's a bargain, right? So at that time, the airline do not charge the some surcharge like the fuel surcharge or airport tax. At that time, it's very simple. So now we work with the 1,200 chambers in all the 50 states and all the provinces in Canada. We have 80 different tour destination. To any country you think about, we will be there. Even some supernatural one. You see, I watched the cartoon movie Up. You remember Up? Balloon. Huh? We do not use a balloon or big bird. But we do visit her destination. You still remember what's her name? What's that?
I don't remember the name, but I remember this.
They have two names, same place. Some people call Paradise Fall. Some people call it Angel Fall. It's in Venezuela. We have that trip. You will go there. Later. With 80 different tour destination, this chamber make decision every year to 2. Okay, so you save money for the next 40 years. Travel with the chamber, we go all over these places. France is a top 5 tour destination this year for chamber visit. Like Italy, Ireland, Scotland, Greece. This one. To France, we have 2 separate itinerary. Before we start the regular Paris and North area, and then we find out why do not we combine the Paris and Nice and Monaco together? The more interesting, all the chamber like to join this one. So now this chamber also do this trip. Very interesting. So 9-day trip, you go sleep 2 nights in the air, only 7 nights in the hotel. The 7 nights, 3 nights you stay at Paris. And the next 4 nights also stay just 1 hotel. So for entire trip, 2 hotels. Every day you can send out laundry service. You see, sometimes visit you stay in the hotel just overnight. The next day you want to send the laundry out, and then you already go to the next city. So this easy. For the transportation, you only have round trip international flight and start from Los Angeles airport. We go support the chamber to provide the shuttle bus service on the departure and the return day. So you don't need to drive your family car all the way down to Los Angeles airport to pay for expensive parking there. No. So it's easier.
Is the airfare covered in the trip?
We cover for everything you can think about on the flyer. Whenever we see this, we see round trip international national flight or like a hotel, the food, and also we see the shuttle bus service on the departure and the return day. Okay, so I will talk about 45 minutes. If you have any immediate question, you can ask me. If you think I probably go over most of frequently asked question, you save the question here. And later I give you 20 minutes for question and answer. All right. So come back to the itinerary. We say transportation. This trip is very simple. It's not like some country we visit, like Greece. You have to take the internal flight, like from Athens to the island, then back to take a ferry. The strong wind from North Africa sometimes get bad weather. The ferry always cancel. So this spring we have like a 20 trip go to Greece. Only 1 group successfully take the ferry. Others have to buy the flight, return to the city. Now we change itinerary. So in the future we don't have problem with ferry. For this trip, in addition to the round trip international, you only take one very short train trip from Paris to Nice. Before we make a stop at Marseille, no longer, you know what happened there, huh? So to Nice. And then, in Paris or in Nice, we have tour bus. So Paris, three days, you have the same tour bus, don't change. After you get to Nice, 4 days, tour bus, no change. Easy, go in, trip. With comparison to other destination, France trip also have advantage, like you don't need to walk too much. You know, to Italy, all the city, they are not allowed the tour bus park at the city center, so never you park the tour bus at their distance. You'll follow the tour guide to walk like an army. So by the end of the tour, the passenger come to me, say, Leo, I need a vacation. Yeah, so this trip, every day is like enjoy something like a vacation trip. You also visit some historical sites, so you know what they have in Paris, right? Versailles and many others you go see it. So this is a combination of a history, culture, human heritage, UNESCO protection, everything, and also enjoy that vacation. Also visit a different country. Monaco is not a part of France, it's a country, right? We have kids. We have you have this, have friends, and they also have a casino, okay, so don't ask me how much money you should bring to the credit card. Later we talk in detail. Now, so we almost go over the first page. The first page very we don't need to talk a lot because you're very familiar, you're sophisticated international frequent traveler. I don't need to talk too much. Later we come back to talk what's included, what's not included. Now the important thing I'm going to talk with the second page. Second page sometimes not draw your attention, but it's very important. For example, this is my original version. There's a new one. You see, the first line here is when you copy down your name, exactly match the passport and with a capital letter. Capital letter. Sometimes you beautiful calligraphy make me confused to print the wrong name, buy a flight ticket, then you get problem. So capital letter. And then they ask you who you share a room with. And you have multiple choice here, say like a king size bed in the room, or 2 queen size bed in the room, or whatever. You know, husband, wife, king size, 1 bed, brother, sister, friend, relative, you 2 bed in the room, don't choose the wrong. Any single traveler, chamber work with me to find another same gender passenger to share a room with you. So you don't need to pay additional. So some people like to occupy the room on your own. Then you pay additionally $800 to cover entire trip. All the price here, like 3 years ago, you know what happened this year? And the airline raised the price and the hotel raised the price. We still keep this number. Why? Because during the COVID-19 2 years, we got big loss because nobody traveled. So I still have to sponsor to the company running. We go to sponsor the chamber association, 31 of them in different locations, different state, or at the federal level. So 2 years I sponsored to the chamber from my own pocket 1.8 million. And then I applied for a loan from US government, so they give me a loan, 1.8 million. I didn't put back to my family, but we, okay, still sponsor the trip, keep working relation with the chamber. Chamber do not create any money, so we sponsor the passenger go. So if you read other travel company price, they go, this one at least $500 more expensive. Or you say, they try to match our number, but they sell optional tour on the road. They say you go to Monaco, okay, we charge you another 150. You go to Versailles in Paris, they charge you another 150. You take the cruise along the Seine River, okay, they charge you like a 50 or something. Here we include everything on the flyer, like this. So we come back to the form. And not only fill in the people you like to share room with, but also you put the name. They ask you who you like to share a room with, and who you would like to travel with. Why? Because the tour bus capacity in Europe is a 50 or 55 seats, but we only put like a 20 or 25 passenger on a tour bus with the 50 seats, for American size, okay? And then so now if we only have this passenger, we'll put everybody on the same bus, no problem. If you have, you say last trip you have 194 people, okay, you have probably 8 tour buses at that time. So don't worry, you're going to travel with a big crowd. The working unit, the tour bus, during the daytime, you can only see another 20 faces on the bus. Only after sightseeing, return to the hotel, you can see the rest of the group. So if we do have 40 people here, we'll split the people onto 2 different buses. Usually we do not separate husband and wife onto 2 different buses, unless you insist on doing so. Very nice. Huh? So you write down everybody names you want to share same bus with. Travel with the people you're familiar with, you get great fun of it, right? Yeah. And some passenger, you watch this video, not very attractive, but I will send another video to the chamber. And after my talk, good, right? Okay. After you learn the orientation speech, you before Thanksgiving, your family, relative, friends sit down together. Say, oh, you only pay like $33.99 for a trip to France, Nice, and Monaco. So how about we travel together? Your friend, even living in other city, might join you. So some passengers bring back to chamber 18 passengers, some bring back like 24 passengers, charter a bus on your own, right? Write down the name you want to share same bus with. You might also write down some name you do not want to share same bus with. Okay, bus 1, bus 2. Once you've been assigned to bus 1 on entire trip, you always take bus 1, never step on bus 2. You know how to do that? We go send you some name badge before your departure or luggage tag. I didn't bring them here, but I tell you. The name badge has 3 information. First one, your first name. Usually we do not print the last name because last name is too long. Second information is we can hardly recall everybody's name. So we go give each passenger a number, equal passenger number. You have passenger 1, passenger 2, passenger 3, passenger 100, and print it on your name badge. Just in case we don't know who is who, just in case. A third information is a bus number. So I say bus 1, bus 2, right? We also printed the general manager station in Europe. Is a lady, very nice. Her name is Joyce. We put her name and her phone number there, just in case you get lost. Start from the year 2000, the first chamber trip go. In the past 23 years, we never left any chamber passenger behind, become the home base in foreign country. So everybody come back, a same return flight, right? So make sure you wear a name badge, especially after you step out of the custom from Paris airport. Tour guide waiting at the lobby. You don't wear this, so some other taxi driver probably say, "Oh, I know, you follow me, go," and then you miss the tour bus, right? So this write down the name you like to share same bus with, and then we talk about okay, now it's still in September. Our departure is March, right? March.
April 13th.
April 13th. So you go close booking by January 15th. So by that time, the procedure like this, you soon as you make your decision to join this trip, pay deposit to the chamber. And my office at the Los Angeles, not too far from here at Monterey Park. The office manager, Katie. Katie speak English with an even worse accent than I. We can communicate with her by email. She will issue an invoice as soon as you pay deposit to the chamber. So acknowledge on chamber behalf you already pay deposit, and she will let you know the balance due date and the balance due amount. So time flies, soon come to January 1st after Christmas. So we encourage you, soon as you make decision, don't make decision at the last minute. You know why? Because we have to make your booking solid with the airline. If you book too late, even before January 15th, I don't know whether we still have seat for you at the time. If we do not anticipate it's a full-size group, so we better you pay deposit and fill in the registration as early as possible after you make decision. So after January 15th, we go buy your flight ticket, and the flight ticket is e-ticket. So we go send by email. Katie will send email to everybody. Always say send to the chamber send to everybody. We can two options. So when some passenger receive the e-ticket, they think it's not a ticket and throw to the trash can. The e-ticket have 4 information. First one, very easy, you can find your name there. Sometimes the e-ticket not only with your name, but with a group of people, like 8 names or 10 names. So you find your name. Second is also very important information is there's a 6-digit confirmation number. Some people call it a PNR, some confirmation number, or they call record locator there, and people say. With these 2 information, there are another 2 information. There's a ticket number and flight schedule. Flight schedule important, but before you go, we'll give you a final itinerary. Final itinerary is looks like page 1, but with additional information, the flight schedule, hotel name, hotel street number, and phone number. That final itinerary come to you like 2 months before departure, or 1.5 months departure. So after you get the e-ticket with your name and with your confirmation number, you can try call the airline staff. They have a service desk, or you go to their website. You can try to block a seat for your like a window seat or aisle seat. Why I say try? Because the airline, they have a regulation. They do not pre-assign seat for the group traveler. You know, why we got the price not expensive, because we buy the basic economy class from airline. We call group travel rate. So the airline have a lot of term and condition to contract with us. This one of them is they do not pre-assign seat for you. There are others like no cancellation, or like no change name. So why we say you have to copy down your name from passport. If you have one letter wrong, they say cannot change. Very difficult. So when the airlines say they do not pre-assign seat for you, don't argue with them. You call back tomorrow. Try another time, because not everybody working at the airline, they fully understand their policy. Some before they find out you're a group traveler, they already pre-assign seat for you. Okay, you try 2 times. If you failed, don't worry. The next opportunity is 1 day, 24 hours before the takeoff hours. So now we not yet know your flight take off in the morning or in the evening, but we know your departure day is April 13th. So on April 12th, within 24 hours to the departure hour, then you can go to the airline website again. At that time, you can download, check in with your name and your, they call online checking in with the confirmation number, and then download the electronic boarding pass into your cell phone. You can do that. Then you know your seat number. Sometimes the airline even reject you to do the online check-in. I've been several times, so they say, "Oh, birthday not correct." It's correct, but they think it's not correct. And then they say, "You have to get your boarding pass at the on the departure day at the airport." And so don't worry, we'll go physically to the airport, the airline check-in counter. Then they give you the paper boarding pass with the seat number. Some passengers say, "I'm a global entry." Okay, that one not reflected on your boarding pass. On the return day, you simply go to a shortcut. Don't stand in the long line. Okay, some passengers say, "I have TSA pre-check." That's when you get the paper boarding pass, speak with the airline staff, then they tell them your PSA number, and then they print something say TSA pre-check. So when you're checking in at the Los Angeles airport, you don't need to follow the mainstream. You have a shortcut with the less passenger to go in. The big question is how to check it back. Actually, when you do the online checking in, you can tell them how many pieces of bag checking in. Each passenger, you have 3 pieces of bag normally. The first piece is checking in bag. The bad news is after COVID-19, all the airlines start to charge. Even you have only 1 piece of check-in bag, they go charge you. They go charge you like $80, $60 or $90, up to there, whether they're happy or not. So they change frequently their policy sometimes. So we cannot tell you how much they exactly charge you when you go. Today we can go to the airline website. If you take a Delta, if you take a United, you can get a number. But in next spring, we not yet know. So some passenger confused, say, why SysLink? My company do not pay for your check-in bag. First, I ask you, do you know what's the meaning of SysLink? SysLink, CITSLINC. It means Chamber International Travel Service, Los Angeles Incorporated. So because we put everything included here on the page 1, you can read here. What's included, namely everything on this on the flyer already included. You cannot find out the luggage, check-in bag. We didn't put it there. So the bag is under passenger responsibility. Not a must. Sometimes, again, the airline staff, not everybody understand their policy, have different explanation. So when they charge you check-in bag, don't argue, pay by credit card or by cash. If they do not charge you, don't need to remind them why you do not charge you. Simply say, thank you, bye-bye, and you go. In addition to the check-in bag, you have the next one is a hand carry-on bag. Some people call it the cabin bag, something like this. I have one here. There's a handle on top and the wheel at the bottom, and put it on with you at the airport. The first piece, normally they have weight limit like 70 pounds. The second one not only have limits like 18 pounds or something, but also the size you have to put it above your head into the bin or in front of you under seat, not too big. The third piece will be the personal one, like your backpack, computer bag, camera bag, or for lady, your purse. So each you have 3 pieces. On the way to Paris, there's a possibility you take the direct flight. There's a possibility you take connection flight. Again, the passenger don't argue with me, say why we do not take direct flight. This is a contract between SysLink and passenger, okay? We never say you take a direct flight. Actually, sometimes you can take connection flight. So, okay, so if you take direct flight, you're lucky. If you take connection flight, you're also lucky. You visit one more airport. Either the airport, domestic or international, you don't need to check out your check-in bag. Remember that? You're in a foreign country like Amsterdam or like Frankfurt or Istanbul. Don't go through immigration. Don't go through custom. You just follow the whole group, mainstream of the whole group. Move from one gate to the next gate. If you take the connection at a foreign country, they might give you a additional TSA checkup. That's all. That's all. Don't go through immigration. You go through immigration, some big airport, you take 3 hours when you want to come back. Don't do that. So this connection. You don't need to take your check-in bag. You simply take your hand carry-on bag and personal backpack. Follow the group go. Some passenger at home, they never have a spare time to read the passport. Did you ever read your passport at home? You don't have time. On the long flight, like 8 hours, 10 hours, you have plenty of time. So people kill the time read passport. And after they read, they get sleepy and put it on the bus seat, on the flight seat, or on the bag in front of you. Then they forget to take it. So you have to take all your belongings when you get to the connection or eventually get to Paris airport. Everything with you. Upon your arrival to Paris, you follow the group and get everything you have. Check-in bag, can carry on back everything and walk through the customs. Then come to the waiting lobby, you can see your tour guide. Start over again, I say, you wear the name badge, so tour guide know who is who, and you come to the tour guide, say, my name is what, and then they do, we call check in with the tour guide, you do that. And then if your flight landing in the morning, the hotel not yet open for passenger checking in, so the tour guide, tour bus, leave you go take some sightseeing, not very tired one, so very easy going one. And then have lunch, so we cover lunch. After lunch, you return to the hotel to check in the afternoon, then you have a free afternoon. We do not include the dinner, you know that. Later, we're talking about the meal, huh? So on the way to the hotel, the tour guide always give you a briefing about what we are going to do tomorrow. They go tell you the working hour like this. The typical working hours like 6 o'clock in the early morning, your telephone ring. Not your cell phone, your telephone in the hotel ring, wake you up. We call morning call. 6:30, 7 o'clock, there's a buffet breakfast in the hotel. Buffet breakfast in the hotel. Their European buffet in the 4-star hotel we offer to you. The better than the like a Holiday Inn or like a Hilton Garden Inn. The buffet breakfast almost including everything like bread, butter, and milk, coffee, tea, yogurt, and some fruit juice, and also the beef, pork, chicken, not chicken, I'm sorry. I say ham, sausage, bacon, eggs, some hot dishes sometimes. And their croissant much better taste than the Starbucks. So try everything and try to pack as much food as you can if your stomach from those buffet breakfasts. Because the lunch is at a regular restaurant, but the regular restaurant there are some they do not accept the group. So we go contract with some group catering restaurant and not a dine a la carte, not order from the menu. Everybody have same order with a set lunch. So usually 3 course. The first course is like a salad. Second course either chicken or beef. Before we also offer some seafood. You know, Simi Valley is close to the ocean, but most part of USA is barely people in the central. They never have never like seafood. Like in Italy, the favorite dish they call black ink squid spaghetti in this color. So after eat that one, you have to wipe off your mouth with a paper napkin, all you scary people. Huh? So now chicken, beef as the 2 main dish, and the third course is like a dessert. So for the dinner, not included, we have 2 options. We try to book all the hotel for you located at the city center. In that case, after sightseeing, the tour bus leads you back to the hotel before dinner. And then on the way back, the tour guide give you introduction, say, oh, this is a barbecue, that's a French, that's a Italian, it's a Mediterranean, or like American, or some fast food. If you want to save some money to buy a gift and souvenir, come back for your kids, for your grandkids or something, okay? So after you get to the hotel, take a shower, then you walk around, have a pick up the restaurant you like this, like in Nice, you go see there are 4 nights, Paris 3 nights, you every day make a change, you can do that. Based on the availability, is you go in April is the top tourist season, obviously. Peak season. So a lot of people there, sometimes the hotel at the city center already get some individual passenger, they don't want to contract with us for the group travel rate, okay? So the hotel probably a little bit further away from the city center. In that case, we have the option. We will not send you back before dinner. Instead, we'll park the car at the city center, the tour bus. The tour guide make announcement. So now 6:30, we give you 2 hours or 2.5 hours. You go again, they give you introduction, what is the restaurant. And then you go there, take one for dinner. And then you come back to the hotel with a scheduled time, take you back to the tour bus. We say, in addition to the restaurant, there are also some fast food, Starbucks, Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, even Hooters, pay for anything. After dinner, interesting, huh?
Do they have Hooters?
Yeah. And not yet come to the highlight, then you already laughing, huh? The next story, listen, huh? Huh? So some passenger after dinner in the city center, they don't want to immediately return to hotel. They want to have a free walk, enjoy the nightlife. Some man passenger probably go to find a massage, get a happy ending, then call taxi back to the hotel. I mean, it's okay. And you talk with a tour guide, say I go not follow the group back to the hotel. In that case, from the hotel front desk, you pick up a hotel card, looks like a business card, bilingual in French, in English. In case you need a taxi back to the hotel. So if you do not find anything get lost, call Joyce, her name, phone number printed on your name badge. You can also make a note about my cell phone. Actually, you could travel with a travel tour later, right? Tricia will be there. But just in case, now I read my phone number. Do you have a pen? You have a pen? You don't have a pen later, Trevor tell you, 949-637-6688. You can make a note. When you find nobody help, 949-637-6688. When you find nobody can help you in France, this number.
Did you say?
But most of the time I travel in air, and sometimes I drive the rental car on the road. So you don't need to speak with me. Don't leave a voice message. I don't know how to read voice message. So you text a message there, say, Leo, call me back. Very simple. Then I'll call you back. Save
Can
your
you
life.
repeat one more time your phone number?
949
Uh-huh,
949
okay.
637-6688. You know what's the meaning of 6688? My name is Leo. In Chinese is 66.
Oh, that's.
And 88 in Chinese means fortune. Okay. So the working hour like this, right? And now we're talking about the dressing. We're now going to meet with the French president or prime minister. We are not going to have any business talk there, so we don't have a dressing code on this trip. Leave your beautiful dresses, beautiful jewelry at home. You don't need it on this trip. Lady in blue jeans will be okay for entire trip. It's okay. So some lady like to dress in skirt, okay. Sometimes when you take the cruise on the daytime cruise on the river in Paris, there are several decks. People watch you like this, so you make your own judgment. Either you wear a skirt or jean. All right. No high heels on this trip, so a pair of very comfortable walking shoes is a must. So I like sandal. Sandal okay. But if you think about some time you in the too much walk, probably walking shoes feel more comfortable. But sandal okay, no high heels. Okay. This is dressing. Dressing layers. So April 13 already get some warm weather. It's very in South France, right? But early morning or late in the evening might be chilly. So you need a t-shirt, you need a sweater, you need a jacket, dressing layers. Some people like also wear like a raincoat just in case. It's okay. And SVCOC going to present everybody with a small souvenir. It's a hooded umbrella. So it's just a gift. This dressing. Now we're talking about the money. So in France, we use the euro. 1 euro exchange rate today is 1.1 US dollar. You don't need to change money here because when you go shopping, they accept most major credit card. If you need the local cash, euro, in all the hotel you're going to stay, they have an ATM machine in the lobby. With a debit card, you can get euro. So you don't need to change money here. If you really want to change some money, you can change with the hotel, the US dollar into euro, or at the airport, the Gala airport. And so the exchange rate a little bit better in the airport with comparison in the hotel.
Do we change in here and take it in?
No,
euro?
don't change here.
No?
Not change here. Okay. You don't need to change. You just use your debit card, get the local cash from ATM. You use ATM here, right? You can
Right,
use ATM there.
over there.
Okay. There's a warning. Not always takes like a $100 bill. But also you need a smaller denomination for 2 reasons. First, on the street, there are street vendors, they don't like to give you change by money, they like give you change by their merchandise. So every time you buy a thing with $100 bill, by the end of the tour, you looks like a street vendor with too much merchandise in your hand. Second, when you take the taxi in Europe, taxi drivers sometimes they are magician. So I, at a time in Greece, not in France, from a tour attraction back to the hotel, I called a taxi. When we get to the hotel, the taxi driver said 24 euro. So I give him $100 bill. And he said, give me change. And he said, look, sir, I cannot give change, it's just $1 bill. The $100 bill turned into his hand. 1 second become $1 bill. You can do this. What's the solution? I show my muscle to him, fight against and take the money back. Similar thing also happened in Vietnam. So I do not encourage you to fight with a French taxi driver. Instead, get some smaller denomination money. $10 bill, $20 bill, $1 bill, $5 bill, just in case. Okay, we pay cash. Or you can pay by credit card with the money. Now we're talking about insurance. SVCOC by a post-departure group travel protection for each of the passengers. Sometimes the policy with several people name, no more than 8 names, but everybody get a policy. So this insurance very effective. For example, the medical cost, like either for people get sick or get injured. The sample policy, I remember I sent to the chamber before, but if you need another copy, I can resend the sample. The real copy not yet ready until like 1 month before you go. The real copy also sent to the chamber. Also another copy be sent to the Europe, saving you tour guide hand. You are beneficiary. I'm a buyer. So if there you need, we do not expect you need this policy. But if you don't need, you have to make a phone call to claim. And you don't know how to call or what's the phone number, you cannot find it. Tour guide help you do that. So last year, a lady from Palm Springs, this trip in Paris, fell down, got a fracture, and then we help her call the insurance company. They offer her emergency evacuation, gave her a business class return flight ticket. Upon she got on landing at the Los Angeles airport, there's a nurse, ambulance, take this lady all the way back from Palm Springs. We do not say expect you need this kind of service, but just in case. The policy very difficult to understand, is like an attorney language, but the coverage very simple. They say, okay, $50,000 to cover for medical, or like they also cover for the bag disappear, bag lost, bag delay. You get there, but the bag not yet get. You can also claim. And also missed connection. If you have connection flight at Istanbul, Frankfurt, or Amsterdam, due to weather reason or mechanic reason, your first flight delayed. Upon your arrival there, the second flight already gone. Then what you're going to do? You can call Joyce, you can call me, let me know. But it's not a must, because even you do not call, we know what happened. We supervise the whole trip, whole itinerary. The important thing is to keep close with the airline people. They only give the next immediate available flight for the prime baby. You know that? So don't walk around, go shopping or something. You stay there waiting for your beneficiary. They give you the replace of boarding pass, and they probably give you some compensation. In that case, you still can call the insurance company. They also give you compensation, so that your benefit. We say this policy very effective, but we call it post-departure travel insurance. Only protect you when you sit physically sitting in the air on the tour bus in the hotel, walking on the street in France. So what happened before the departure? Travel cancellation due to personal reasons, some passengers have to cancel the trip. But this insurance do not protect the travel cancellation. Don't worry. Here, the sixth link, more favorable term and condition for the people if you want to cancel the trip. Here, this part, you read, The departure day on April 13th, so on April 12th, 1 day before, if for any reason you cancel the trip, you still get most part of the money back. You only lose $400 to deposit, $500 to airline penalty, and the rest of money, more than $2,000, you get it back. So I think the more favorable than some travel cancellation insurance. Anyway, for most of the passenger, I think you will be protected. You don't need to buy additional travel cancellation. You recall yourself. Every year you book a trip. Every year you cancel the trip. Then you need go to AAA to buy a travel cancellation policy separately. You make your own judgment whether you need it or not. Okay. So I almost cover for everything except one thing. Not appear on the flyer. 3-letter word. TIP. Tip. Okay. So in France, normally you go tip more than 10 euro every day to the tour guide or tour bus driver. Link put everything together. You only need to pay one-time tip for entire trip. The number is not $10, 55 US dollar, 55 US dollar. So first day you departure from Los Angeles, second day you get on landing at Paris. Day 3, when you sit down at the tour bus, ready to go, tour guide speak bilingual. It's French people. Some of them they used to live in USA, so they speak better English than I. They come to each passenger to say, pay your tip. Not just $1, not just $10, $55 from each passenger. So once you pay off this $55 tip, for the rest of the day, you don't need to pay anybody for any additional. Even you go to Nice, tour guide, different fees. If he said, I have parents over 80 years, I have kids only several months, I need money, give me a tip. Don't give, call Joyce, call me to find a solution, replace with a real nice tour guide for you. So in other words, everybody in France who share with this 55 US dollar if they contribute or provide the service to this trip. So, okay. Now
That's for one day.
entire trip.
That's
So it's
Yeah.
55 $55 for the entire.
Yeah,
trip.
yeah, okay, good deal.
bad.
Good deal.
Different restaurant.
One time entire trip. So I complete my speech. Now the time for question and answer.
That would be the beginning of the trip?
Day 3.
Speaking
Yeah.
of tipping, what's the policy at restaurant?
No, you don't need to tip. Don't need to tip to anybody.
What about your meals in
Yeah.
the evening?
You don't need to tip.
Okay.
Don't need.
Because
If you like, that's your question, right? We say you don't need, that's don't need. Actually, the tip at the restaurant only prevailing in USA and Canada. These two countries, not in any other
Wow.
country.
So it's all in euros and credit card for dinner.
Dinner is either credit card or euro. Some other country like Italy, they also accept the US dollar. French is different. Sometimes they don't accept. Yeah,
Do we have to do anything? I haven't flown since COVID. Do we have to get some kind of verification or anything? I mean, when we go,
no,
nothing? We just go, we don't have
No.
to get anything.
no, nothing.
No shorts? To wear?
Shorts, good. Where? Shorts. How short you want to wear?
So it's like,
Usually,
They don't have a dress code at dinner,
Right.
a nice restaurant,
they
the
may-
dress code.
you don't need.
in the-
Don't need the regular tourists. If you want to go to like a Michelin something, but they have special requests. But I don't think you go spend a dinner more expensive than for the whole trip. Don't do that.
Even in Monaco,
Okay,
you don't dress up in Monaco?
what do you mean?
No, no dress code, no dress up in
In
Monaco,
Monaco.
same dress.
Oh, Monaco, oh, I pronounce Monaco, so I didn't,
Oh,
I have the translation here, Monaco, okay, I learned, huh? I don't think so, you don't need, people there, you see, go there.
Only James Bond.
Oh, they have their King's Palace. They will stay outside to see the guard change shift. Very interesting. But we do not step in, so you don't need to dress formally. All the tourists, we dress like a tourist, like today. Your question?
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
question. I have a question. I'm on the Zoom. What
But-
happens if COVID?
Hold on,
shuts
please,
us-
hold on. We'll get to you. Hold on.
In the case that something does happen and we can't travel, what is the situation? What would be the situation?
Good question. You give me an opportunity to express myself, okay? You know, 3 years ago, in the year April of 2020, that month we have 90 groups go all to Vietnam at that time. So we only returned 5 groups, then US government shut down the travel. So we already prepared for the Vietnam internal flight, hotel, cruise. I paid for $600,000, okay? So I refund 100% to all the passengers.
Wow.
So I lose that money. That's one of the reasons I apply for a loan from US government. Okay, so
That
again,
was nice of you.
anytime is not one passenger make decision to cancel the trip. But if US government with a State Department, they now we forbidden travel to France. If they say forbidden travel to China, it doesn't matter to us. They say forbidden travel to France, then we give you back all the money. Okay, I'm ready to apply for the next loan with the US government. Okay.
Does that include the
Similar.
deposit?
You make decision deposit.
Okay,
This is similar question. What if that emergency happened while we were there and we couldn't get back into the country? We had to stay there for an extended period of
Oh,
time.
that kind of question is you have to go through the movie to get the answer, but from my point of view. I only share with my experience with you, okay? I have 3 times emergency like you described. The first time, Tiananmen Square shooting. At that time, that day, we have 7 groups, US group in China. I so happy, at that time, I already started to work with the international travel company, their headquarters in Malaysia. I've been paired by their Hong Kong company. So originally I should fly to Hong Kong on June 4th, but on June 3rd afternoon, I think, oh, no good. I changed my flight ticket to go up, then my flight, the last flight. So what I'm doing in Hong Kong, the whole night I watched the video, the TV shooting, tank, you know everything, right? So in next week, I withdraw all the 7 groups safely out. We do that. And the second time is 911. Again, we have like 5 groups in the air. When 911 happened, then the Air Force forced down all the flights get out.
Yeah.
Some people should go to Canada, then they forced down at Cleveland, so something like this. And then the rest of the days, we have 11 groups here in foreign groups in USA. So they no flight. I withdraw them from East Coast back to the California by Greyhound. Take the whole week. And then there's some people, they have conference like in San Francisco, we use a tour bus go, like this. So that's what I can do. I am not a god, I
Right.
cannot say you back home, no, but
No,
I
this-
try our best.
My question was just if we have to stay there, extended hotel and things of that nature.
Oh, that will be covered by the, no, the insurance not covered for that, okay? That will be covered by the passenger. Sometime I try my best to do something, I give you two example, okay? One group from Pittsburgh, they stay in Shanghai, last day they want to return to New York. New York have the, what do you say, tornado, huh? Sometime I say torpedo, tornado, and then make the airport shut up. So they miss the return flight, and next, the whole week, no flight for them, because they only give the immediate passenger, not the earlier passenger. I pay for their stay there for the whole week. If I can afford, I will support. I do not promise. Another case, last year, a group from Cedar City in Utah, they go to France, but they go to the North France, a different itinerary from you. Their flight take off from Las Vegas, and they should get a connection at Dallas Forward. But the weather not good. They forced landing at Austin. Then when they get to Dallas Forward, the connection flight already gone. At that time, the airline say, bad news, the whole week, we don't have the next flight for you. So their poor passenger complain and then return home. Also, the airline give them a return flight back to Las Vegas. The rest of the group still there, and the cry baby, and then they get the next day flight, still go. So they miss 2 days in Paris. So when they get there, most of the group from other city, they already same chamber group, but they have 2 departure that day. That group already forward to the next city. So this small group, they miss the flight when they miss 2 days in Paris. They get to Paris, they didn't see anything. They didn't see anything. So I take mercy to that. So after the group return home, I say, okay, you can stay in Paris for 2 more days to see everything. We hire a tour guide for that. So I use my personal money. The why I'm so nice, you know that? You know, you don't know.
Why are you?
You don't know, no. Because I only work with chamber. The chamber trip return from let's say the tornado, that's what's the city? Earlier state in Pennsylvania. Okay, that group return, that chamber CEO write an article nationwide, say, oh, say, very good. So all the chamber, they know this case, they think I'm a reliable person working with me. Okay, and the Cedar City chamber, after I do that, that chamber CEO refer me another 10 chamber in Utah working with me. So I do not want to make my business expanded by your accident. But when that happens, I try my best to help the passenger. Okay. Chamber in nationwide, they are same family. My friend write a book about chamber history. So chamber. That's the reason I work with chamber only. So more question?
Leo, we had someone on Zoom who had a question.
Yeah, please.
Hi, my question's been answered. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Does anybody else on Zoom have any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Muted it. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
We
Yes,
can,
we
yes.
can.
Okay, on cell phones and adapters, what about communication? Calling back to the States, do we need to purchase Wi-Fi there, or our phones will not work, right?
This combination question, I'm so happy you asked this question, because I actually forget to mention about during the speech. Today is I make speech a little bit different. Before I do it like theoretically. Today I do it motionally, so little bit different. I forgot to mention about that. In French hotel, the European style, everything different. The wattage is 220. USA 110. Fortunately, all the cell phone and the laptop, they can accept for both wattage. But adapters are different. I didn't take an adapter, European adapter here. You better order at least 1 or 2 from Amazon before you go. You know, the US adapter only 2 legs, the European the 3 legs. If they only use 2 legs, different. If without adapter, you cannot charge your cell phone for entire trip. So you must have one. If you so happen forget to take one, you can speak to the front desk to lend one from them. But since all Americans stay at the same hotel, I don't know whether you can get one there. So take one. Your other question, you say the telephone.
Yes.
There are many different ways to solve the problem. From my experience, don't rely on the phone card. Don't rely on any other thing. So rely on one thing. So before you go, you speak with your cell phone carrier to buy their international service. This is the most reliable way to solve the calling problem. In that case, you can still use your phone to manage your message and also the email. So everything you can use it. So that's my suggestion. Do I miss any question you asked?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Oh,
No, you're good. You covered it.
You're good. You're fantastic.
Pardon?
You answered.
You're good. Yeah, no, he got it.
Oh.
Anybody else?
any more question?
I just have one kind of off the wall thing. If we wanted to extend our trip and stay another week, could we do that on our own and just stay still?
You
pick
have
up the
to,
airfare?
you have to do it on your own.
Right.
But the airline will not, if they want to make change for you, they go charge you additional. I don't think it's worth on doing that. If you, from now on, you already plan to stay there for longer stay, extended stay. Or after trip, you want to visit Mongolia or Russia. So you have to plan from now on. You separately on your registration form, you tell chamber, say, I only book for the land operation. I go take care my own round trip international. In that case, we can do, but you only get a small portion of refund. The discount is $550 US. You buy everything else. We take the land service. You still follow the group, take the train trip from Paris to Nice, stay at the same hotel, all the tour program is same set lunch, wherever buffet. After the trip, you can go anywhere you go.
Leo, can you go over the excursions like during the day and the time that we'll have on our own before going back to the hotel? Does that make sense?
Mostly we don't like to give passenger opportunity stay hotel, nothing to do. So we like to make a passenger very busy. The busier the passenger feel, we get less complaint. Nothing to do, they are a lot of complaint. Oh, make you very easy, tired, say, Leo, I need a vacation. That's the only complaint, right? So you probably don't have a lot of free time unless the people have different interests, say every day we don't need to go through too much tour attraction. How about we only go see the most important one, okay? And then you as a tour leader of chamber, you are coordinator between the passenger and tour guide. I do not make any decision if you can negotiate with the tour guide, say, can we walk less? Can we go see less tour attraction? If you can reach agreement with them, it's okay. If you need some help, you can text a message to me, Leo, call me back. Then I talk with you, then I talk with my general manager. I'm not going to directly talk with the tour guide. We have general manager there and they go control the tour guide.
Okay, but like when, let's say we go to the museum and then we go here, and then do you give us a break to kind of?
Free time.
Yes,
Like,
And we
after
meet
the
back,
museum?
that's what I mean, and then meet
Yes.
back with the tour bus,
Yes.
that's what I mean, can you
The-
explain how that's gonna?
that will be managed by the tour guide.
Okay.
Each tour guide, they have different way. You see, if Sislin have a different person come here, do the orientation, they probably have different way to make the meeting successful, right? Tour guide, they all different. I once encounter a tour guide, I say, okay, you go collect the tip. You see, it's not my job. He will not do that. Oh, I got a big problem. So I say, okay, I collect. So it's very in France, the tour guide arrogant. Sometimes they have different idea. They think we are independent American, they are independent French. Oh, so we have to discuss with them, but mostly they're very nice because they already get a big tip from the passenger, right?
Mhm.
They're nice.
Okay.
But I cannot tell you, say, I understand some travel company, they say 7:30 bus departure, 7:45 we get to where, and 7:55 we get somewhere, 8:05 we get somewhere, 8:15 we get somewhere. Cheating, don't trust that.
But basically, the meals, and the breakfast will be a certain time every day and.
Yeah, breakfast is, you can, passenger have put different way. Some passenger, they have a time lag, they cannot sleep well, they get too early. Like 4:50, probably already go around outside of the hotel, then catch the early breakfast. Other passenger, they don't have good sleep until almost in the morning, they fall into sleep, so they can sleep there for a little bit longer. The bus departure by 8:30, and they get to the restaurant 8:15, snack a bite, and then join the tour bus. So you make your own journey to do that, okay?
How many people do you expect on this trip roughly? I know it's early, but.
I expect 1,000, our largest group size from. There's a Reno chamber in Nevada, they got 1,000 people, we have like a 35 buses for this group.
Wow.
Okay, so I like that, I like a king, or some big army follow me, I like to do that. But it's not practical, so for this group, I expect. At most, you have 3 buses, like 60 people, 80 people. And if you know, before COVID-19, this trip get like a 200 passenger. Now, not everybody like to travel, right? So the size will be smaller. I think like a 40 to 60, that's the regular chamber group size this year. We have many, like 40 people, 50 people, 60 people. And last year, we do have a group go to Vietnam, 125. This year, last year, we have a group go to Italy, 90 people. I probably that's the largest group size now. Okay, thank you.
I have another question.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have life-threatening allergies to dairy and seafood. Am I on my own for trying to eat, or is this something I let the tour guide or someone know about?
You are not the first passenger with the same situation come to join the chamber trip. There are two suggestions because you only have 2 meals covered by the trip. Breakfast, you know what's safe to you, right? You can take a sausage, bacon, ham, bread, butter as safe. The only seafood they serve, like sometimes they have like a smoked salmon, something, so you don't take it, right? Or like a shrimp, you don't take it. And lunch, I say the set lunch only include like a beef or chicken, the main dish. The salad, sometimes if they put the shrimp in, you can tell, right? And I still suggest you, upon your arrival to Paris, and the next stop upon your arrival to Nice, speak with the tour guide. They go take care with you. If you not just like a seafood allergy, including some people like a vegetarian, or you have some special diet, the tour guide can, on your behalf, to speak with the restaurant to prepare something special for you. All right?
Okay, thank you.
So if you do have any question tomorrow, overnight, or next day, anytime you have question, feel free, send an email to Trisha. And I go explain and reply you within 24 hours, okay? Thank you very much. You want to say anything?
No, I think hopefully everybody will go and have a wonderful time. It sounds like a great trip. So,
Did you have a question? Did you have a question you want answered really quick?
Yeah, let me ask you, I'm handicapped. How much, are there a lot of stairs and stuff? I mean, how does this work?
Not in France. If in Italy, in Greece, yes, not in this trip. But if anywhere you don't keep on walking with the group, you speak with the tour guide and they find a solution for you. And they, if sometimes the return from the per attraction return to per bus, they'll give you a suggestion like a seat at the coffee shop or like some food store there, waiting for the group come back. And sometimes if you get in here, get out from the other direction, they probably ask you stay with the tour bus.
Thank you very much, appreciate that.
thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right there on the edge of the table. Behind the line.
What is it?
Since there weren't many people doing it, I will say that Thelma and I have been on 3 or 4 tours with the chamber.
At least 5.
And they have done an outstanding job. Their prices have been reasonable and their services have been outstanding. They've gone to premium companies to put this together. And you get a good value for what you're buying.
This is
It's
gonna be
not-
an amazing.
And
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
price, you can't beat it.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing trip.
Viking with a lot of other ones.
They sent us to China in 2008 for
Yeah.
$1,300 or $1,400.
Whatever it was.
Airfare, everything included.
Fabulous.
We want that.
Were you on that one?
Yeah.
That's my company.
Yeah, that was,
Only we have that price.
yeah, that was,
Yeah.
Yeah, then they went with ABC or something and over there. Oh, so you were on?
all right.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Actually,
I think he's seriously. Oh, yes, that's why we put them there. Thanks, everybody online.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
They can't really-
If I don't find somebody to go with me, I have to.